Hello, okay, I think we're ready to go. Youth group's ready to go. They're just gonna go, they're gonna kind of walk around the city for a bit, and then we'll have time to go to our small group here in a couple minutes.
Okay, oh good. Hey, I just wanted to read you something.
Okay?
Yeah, so you know Peyton?
Yeah.
She's been coming to our small group. She sent me this email. She says, I definitely won't miss our next meeting together. I was just amazed by the atmosphere and the positive and genuine care reflected in the group.
Sorry, she was talking about our group?
She's talking about our group,
The same
honey.
group that started with like so many dysfunctions and problems?
I know. It's amazing. John 13:35 says, by this all people will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another. And hon, we have love for one another.
Well, I think it's also good too that we talked to the small group and said, look, you kind of get in what you put out. And so if they invest in the relationships in the group, they're going to get so much more out of it.
Yeah, I guess we were pretty upfront in explaining that there's a lot of blessings that can come from the small group, especially in regards to relationships, but it takes work and intention.
The purposes of a small group is to help people understand God's Word, but it also helps them in a group setting understand what their gifts are and how they can use them and how we can encourage each other.
We've had a lot of opportunities together to lead, to pray, to serve, to minister to one another. That's helped us build those relationships. And even as people have seen each other grow in their relationship with God, it's really built a bond between us, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's been good to see like the growth of the members of the group, but also if you look at like how God is being glorified in their life by them becoming more God-like.
Christianity is not an individual sport. I really like in 1 Corinthians 12 where it's talking about the body working together. Actually, can you read that passage for me?
Sure.
Verses 14 to 20.
Okay, for the body does not consist of one member, but of many. If the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less a part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would be the sense of hearing? If the whole body were an ear, where would be the sense of smell? But as it is, God arranged the members in the body, each one of them, as He chose. If all were a single member, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, yet one body.
So coming together as a body, each of us with our complementary gifts and abilities has really helped us to multiply our effectiveness. And yeah, God's been able to bear fruit through each of our lives.
Yeah, and as we've been trying to seek Christ's will for us as a group, it's interesting how the groups become less about us and more about others.
And have you noticed how if there's anyone in the group who's suffering, who has a need, how the whole group just pulls together to help meet that need? You think about like a biological family. We feel compelled to meet the needs of our family, and really our small group has become like a family.
Yeah, so it's nice to become like a family, but it's also good that the small group has become outward focused as well. Because we're all called to be part of the Great Commission as individuals, but when we learn to do that as a group, like, whether a small group or in our church, we can be way more effective.
So if one member in our group was aware of a need in the community or maybe in their neighborhood, as a small group we could all come together and meet that need, because that would help us as a group to really build bonds, but also be a blessing to others. So we should really keep our eyes open for an opportunity like that.
I think one of the best things that we've done is encourage all the members to take those just small weekly tasks, like getting together for a coffee and praying with each other so they get to know each other.
A lot of them have been doing that. They've been staying in touch during the week, praying for each other, and even just getting together for different things that are purely a social nature.
And I like that they're having fun, because I believe that when you're laughing together, you'll grow together.
Brent, let's keep praying that God will help our group and that we'll have hearts of compassion for them, and we'll all grow in love for each other.
Yeah, let's help them remember that it doesn't matter in any group. People can have vastly different experiences, ages, and things that they like. But we can pray that God will grow us together as a group to love each other and to serve Him better.
Yeah, I'm excited about going to our small group.
Let's
And
do that.
It looks like
Oh.
it's almost time.
Yeah, okay, why don't you review what we talked about before we go to the group?
Okay. Small groups function well by both developing an individual's gifts for their personal service of the Lord, but also by developing the group's gifts as they serve together as one body. Small groups need to be inward focused to lovingly meet the needs of the group's members like a family, but also outward focused to lovingly reach the lost for Christ. By investing in simple relational gestures, the relationships in your small group can be enhanced and fostered into a healthy and beneficial experience, regardless of personality differences. Amen.
Okay, I think we've lost half of the youth group, so we should probably make sure that the leaders are taking care of them before they get lost, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. We'll go find them.